What's up, you beautiful bastards? Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show, and let's just jump into it. And the first thing we're going to talk about today is the most requested story, a story that just blew up this morning. And it's also an incredibly complicated story because as of right now, really we've only seen one side, and that source is also a prominent creator on this site. Okay, remember that YouTuber we talked about 2 days ago, Adam Saleh? Well, he's made international news again because he posted a video that has been retweeted as of just right now 320,000 times. And the tweet that goes along with the video is, "We got kicked out of a Delta airplane because I spoke Arabic to my mom on the phone and with my friend Slim. WTF, please spread."
We're getting kicked out because we spoke a different language. This is 2016. 2016. Look, Delta Airlines are kicking us out because we spoke a different language.
He also had several live streams on Periscope where they talked about what happened on the plane. They don't know what to do. Eventually he said he had to go through security check again and then book a flight with a different airline to go back home. And if everything is as he described, he was just on the phone talking to his mom in another language, he was talking to his friend in another language, and then a bunch of people were like, "I feel uncomfortable. And yeah, I kind of hate those people and I hate Delta." But then you have to take a closer look at the source of the information, and not because of his ethnicity, not because of his religion, but because of his past. Adam is a professional prankster. Pranksters fake a lot of stuff. In fact, Adam was in the news just a few days ago because he faked a thing on an airplane. Specifically that he illegally transported himself in luggage. But personally to that I would go, well, that's a different kind of thing. Just because you would fake something like that doesn't mean that you would race bait, that you would religion bait. The problem with that is Adam Saleh has faked a race baiting video before. It was a video called Racial Profiling Experiment where he and his buddy would dress one way and then like get into a big argument, walk past a cop, see if they would react. Then they dressed up in different clothes of a different culture and saw if police reacted differently.
We don't leave. No, it's nothing. Me.
What's all the arguing about? Why are you dressed like this?
Surprise, surprise, they did. Further insight, the original description of the video read, "We were filming another video for our channel with our cultural clothing, but we kept getting followed by police. So we decided to film this social experiment on racial profiling. Too many innocent people get stopped and frisked every day because of what they wear or their skin color. We're against people stereotyping others because of what they wear or what skin color they are. Hope you can all spread the message." Then the organization The Smoking Gun ran an expose on the video and deemed it an obvious hoax. And once they got caught for faking a racial profiling video, they changed the description to, "This video is a dramatization of previous events that occurred with us in our traditional clothing while filming in New York City. The video is not against the NYPD. It's just an example of what we have to go through sometimes when filming in NYC. This is to raise awareness for racial profiling." Simply put, you made a video to make the police look racist. A dramatization where you blurred the police officer's face? That's disgusting. That's Joey Salad's FouseyTube faking social experiments disgusting. And on top of that, people have looked at Adam's videos in the past and they said, well, he's probably trying to antagonize people. So if it wasn't fake, this was actually his goal, to do something and get an overreaction. This because in the past he's posted videos like counting down in Arabic on a plane experiment, where even his buddy is like, "Why are you doing this?"
No, bro. What? Tell you kicked out, boy? Kicked out of what? Bro, let's do it. No. I can count down Arabic, freedom of speech. It's a social experiment, you know what I'm saying? It's a social experiment. Messed up experiment.
But even with all of that said, trying to have an open mind, it makes me wonder, do we have a boy that cries wolf situation? Did he lie and fake in the past? Yes. Did he antagonize with maybe hopes to get a reaction? Yes. But do we live in a world where he could have been discriminated against? Yes. And that's why I want more information from the other side around these events. As of right now, all we have is one person that says they were in seat 26E, who said don't know details, but crew says it was something very specific he and his friends did and said, not just Arabic. Freaked people out. Also, CNN's reporting that passengers are disputing whether Saleh actually called his mom or not, since that's what he said he was doing. And that's notable because a source on the plane also said that he was speaking very loudly in Arabic, he was gesturing a lot, and then when he stopped, his friend told him to do it again, and then he did it again even louder. Because people pointed out, that sounds like he was making one of those social experiment things where he was trying to get people to overreact, antagonizing people. And the only other thing as of filming is Delta has issued a statement. 2 customers were removed from this flight and later rebooked after a disturbance in the cabin resulted in more. We're conducting a full review to understand what transpired. We are taking allegations of discrimination very seriously. Our culture requires treating others with respect. And the thing is, once again, I know that I am going to get hate on this for not immediately jumping to one side. But with a source of information with the past that he has, you have to just take a beat. And it puts me in this weird place where I almost end up hoping that Adam was discriminated against and that he is telling exactly what happened. Because if that's the case, boom, you get to show something and expose something and you can handle it. If he was actually doing something else, if it was meant to antagonize, if he's not telling the truth, it's going to hurt all those other people that do legitimately get discriminated against. Because then it casts doubt on the real victim. But that's just my opinion. This, of course, is the Philip DeFranco Show. It's not just my opinion. It's not just a news show. It's a conversation. So your thoughts on this, I'd love to know. What are your thoughts? Do you think that Adam was trying to do a social experiment video? Do you think that he actually did something worse? Do you think that he's trying to get a reaction? Or no, you think that like the 20 people that complained, they were just these racist people that were scared of a brown man? Do you think Delta overreacted? I'd love to know your thoughts on this and why you have them. Then an update to yesterday's Lena Dunham story. Lena Dunham has since apologized. There are a lot of people that aren't buying her apology / excuse. If you didn't see yesterday's show, on her podcast, she said that even though she had not had an abortion, she wished she had one. That when she was asked to share her abortion story, she kind of jumped back and was like, oh, I haven't had one. And she realized that she had like taken society's stigma around abortion, and that's part of who she was now. Essentially, by getting an abortion, it would make her a better advocate for being pro-choice. Well, in the post, she said, I truly hope a distasteful joke on my part won't diminish the amazing work of all the women who participate. My words were spoken from sort of a delusional girl persona I often inhabit. A girl who careens between wisdom and ignorance. That's what my TV show is too, and it didn't translate. That's my fault. Which some people accepted, but a lot of others were like, what are you talking about? So it was a joke? Also, why are you saying that you're talking from a delusional persona when you were talking about a real life thing that happened to you? I don't know. I'm just still a believer that Lena Dunham is very much a person who hurts a lot of the things that she tries to support. In a world of controversy and debate, I think you need a little bit of finesse, and she just breaks everything. I end up just feeling bad for a lot of the people that have some of the same beliefs as her, but they have like competent arguments. I don't know. I'm done with Lena Dunham for a while. And then let's talk about the Berlin truck attack. I didn't talk about it yesterday because there was a lot of confusion and a lot of facts that were still up in the air. But if you have somehow not heard about it yet, Monday night, someone drove a truck through a Christmas market. At least 12 were killed, 48 were wounded, 24 have since left the hospital. And the footage from this was horrifying and heartbreaking. German Chancellor Angela Merkel saying we must assume that this is terrorism and Germany mustn't be paralyzed by fear. As far as who did this, that's where there was a lot of confusion. There was a Polish man that was in the truck and he was shot and killed. He ended up later being identified as an employee of the owner of the truck. Then they arrested a 23-year-old Pakistani refugee who said he had nothing to do with this. They ended up releasing him a day later because they didn't have enough evidence to continue holding him. And the big update today is that Germany says that they now have a new suspect. He has multiple aliases and nationalities. The name of the man they are searching for now is Anis Amri. There is a $100,000 reward for his capture. This is his photo. I know I don't normally share the photos or share the name of perpetrators of these horrific crimes, but he is someone that is on the loose right now. So please, especially if you're in an area remotely close to Berlin, share this photo. And it should be obvious, but when I say capture, I mean that you would give information to police. Do not go towards this person. They are saying that he is armed and dangerous. And as far as the motive of the attack, ISIS, aka Goat Fuckers International, they claimed a soldier of the Islamic State was behind the attack. It's also been reported that Amri was on the radar of German authorities for a while, and an undercover investigation into him on February 5th said he had suspected ties with ISIS and recommended intensive monitoring on the suspect. And that's where that story ends. I do want to take a moment to say my heart goes out to the victims and everyone affected by this. This senseless violence is only ever meant to divide us, to make us scared, but it has to make us love who we have in our lives more. It has to make us unite against horrific people. Anyone that would try to take out so many innocent people, they need to be starved out of humanity. Yeah, that's where today's show is gonna end. Of course, if you like the video, you like what I try and do on this channel, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss these daily videos. If you didn't see yesterday's video, you can click or tap that. If you haven't watched today's new vlog, my son is so adorable. Maybe it'll take you away from the darkness that is this world sometimes. But that said, of course, as always, my name is Philip DeFranco. You've just been filled in. I love yo faces, and I'll see you tomorrow.